down for this offense. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Smith. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Scanning the field, it's Jennings. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. They go to the ground. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered in.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. The opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the offense on first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. Coming out aggressively. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Irish!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like,
oh, it's on the ground, high ball. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving. Make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Running with power. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Quarterback checking off. Looking downfield, it's Leonard. Throws to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Notre Dame lines up quickly. On third down, going up top. Catch in the middle, it's Love. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Well, quarterback had nowhere to go with it deep down the field, so he found his back, just hoping he could maybe make something happen with it, but the defense rallied, made a nice tackle, setting up fourth down.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Hoping to move the chains, here comes Notre Dame on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. The ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to spot.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Skips away from pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. The give to the left. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hudson. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. On 4th down, going to the air. Got it past the marker. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. On the option. Now the toss. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And, man, did he find a way to close with that 48-yard run for 6. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25.
Jesse. I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Dropping back, it's Leonard. Throws to the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Excellent job on the DB, breaking on the football, getting there and making sure he gets a hand on it and deflects. Listen, it's not about catching it. It's not about getting the interception. It's making sure he doesn't catch it and deflecting that thing where he can't get it.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. At the 45, on his way. He's off to the races. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. Notre Dame right back to the line. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. The snap sets up the throw. Using his legs to buy some time. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You can play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Right back to him on the ground. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Caught in the backfield, it's Hudson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from...
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. He picks it up, still on his feet.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
So the offense will go for it around midfield. DB's right up on the receivers. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now on the option. Picks up the 1st down. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
I'll tell you what, dude, in today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading...
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Mustangs. What a catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man.
Got a lot of running room. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to pass, it's Leonard. Fires to the middle. Finds a man by himself. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Motion from the offense. They want to throw it. Into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They want to just keep throwing it. Feeling some heat. And they're able to make the tackle.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
It's still 3rd and goal. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And the offense tries to slip in the screen. That's a good play on 3rd and short if you can get them aggressive and a defense aggressive, but the defense sniffed it out, shut that play down before it even started.
This seems to be a chip shot field goal attempt and a routine 3 points, but they will go for it on 4th down. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Finds a crease at the 20. Can anyone catch him? And he's brought down after a huge completion.
How nice is it as a quarterback that you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. The give to the back. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, SMU.
Second down coming up. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hudson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll let it go down the right side.
And that would have been a big 3rd down conversion, but you got to know where you're at on the field. He made the catch, but out of bounds. Now this sets up a decision time for 4th down.
They are perfect on 4th down so far in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to take off. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Here come the Irish back on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. You decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the extra point splits the upright. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got
looking to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? He gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Looking for a man. It's Jennings. He'll pull it down and run. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. He just lost track of where he was on the field, entire body past the line of scrimmage, illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Here on third down for this offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throwing right. What a snag by the defense. Got room on the return. Oh, that was a terrific return as he takes it to the 9.
really tough on an offense. Third and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football, they know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer, I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath, but, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass, after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit. They made the bigger play, and now they've set you up in a fourth down.
Quarterback checking the play. Back to throw, it's Leonard. Looking for the score. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's check downs once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half, not too far away. The Mustangs will line up to kick off and start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
On the move. They stripped it out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball, man, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Running to the left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Leaves it with the running back. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Jennings. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That's a bad sign for the offense. You're trying to throw screen passes to try to negate the pass rush from the defense. That time, the pass rush even got home on a screen pass.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Trying to escape and get it himself.
I know he didn't pick up the first down, but, man, he makes this 4th down way more manageable. It's tough when you got 4th in Africa. Did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
If you don't convert, On this fourth down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. It's Hudson. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the Mustangs look to keep this drive humming. Power ahead. Touchdown, SMU! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Let's see what they've got on second down. To the air. It's Leonard. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Fair catch called for and made. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Looking to throw on second down. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. He'll pull it on the read. There's a live football. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
Man, he coughed it up. God, big mistake, but here's the thing. I'm going to run my quarterback. I got to pick my spots, but he's got to understand when I can take hits, when I get in traffic, and I got to wrap that thing up. And I'm a running back, right? When I'm running these design quarterback runs, I got to take care of the football.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop it. And And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They'll try to find a more productive play this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Back to pass, it's Leonard. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Going up top on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he's got it at the tag. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the 4th quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Try and play action. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
It's so easy to be up there in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
Offense set on 1st down. He wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bob. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
The pull and throw off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that is how you bring it. You see the ball, you go get it right now, and you bring the wood with some bad intentions.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking for a man. It's Leonard. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Hauls it in. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
With the catch, it's Smith. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Buys a little extra time. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
They came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. Getting some heat. Going to try to get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Pressure coming. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The give is to Smith. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And this is a no-brainer. It's 4th down. We're down multiple possessions. We got to make this happen. We got to get the first down. We can't be worried about the clock. Then we got to go fast, work the sidelines to the best of our advantage to save as much clock so we can get multiple scores.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. and it's picked off for the third time today. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Notre Dame right back to the line. The give and tick, 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 tick.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Goes to the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
All right, offense, it's your turn. We got to get something together here. We got to get 2 scores, so we got to work fast. Defense, we just did our job. We just got you the ball back. I know there's still a long way to go, but got to make something happen really quickly.
Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. To throw, it's Jennings. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
He makes the connection. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it from the red zone. Lets it fly. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he's going to go down as time has run out. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up, and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.